Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I'm gonna try to do this with my headphones as my communicator to you guys, so we can have a little bit more background noise and some music involved in it. So that I did reach out to Brittany to log on and see if she can hear me. Do you need me?
With this one.
I'm live right now. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So if anybody is live right now and listening, if you could give me a thumbs up or let me know. Can you hear me? Does this sound all right? Is the music too loud? Or what's? How is this for you? Let me see what we got. All right. Thank you so much, Eleanor. I appreciate that. So let's get started this morning. I read an article yesterday about right now with a lot of the insecurities and the concerns that are going on, people are seeing self-care as a selfish act. And it really resonated with me that it's excessively important that we put focus on that self-care right now so we can be available for everybody else around us and that we can give that support. It's a scary time right now. As of today, we're hearing a lot of places are starting to open up, and if you're anything like me, that starts to bring different feelings out. It's important that we acknowledge those feelings. What do those feelings mean for us? What does it mean for you when the Y opens up the doors? Are you running back in because you're ready to be here and you miss us? Do you hold reservations? It's really important for you to take that time to digest those feelings, share them with us here at the Y so that we do know how we can be best for everybody and tackle this entire situation together. We are not alone. I'm physically not in front of you right now and as a person, but I am on a screen. So whether this is live or whether you're watching this later, I hope that you can keep that in mind that we're here for you. We're in this together. And self-care is extremely important. So if you're here for more of a power yoga session, you'll have the ability to create that. You'll have the ability to add flow. That has a tendency to be the way I teach anyway. But if you're here with modifications or you're here with other needs, take them to when it's right for you. If this is your first yoga class, I ask that you get medical clearance before you do anything. My cues are going to be generalized. So I need you to really listen to that inner speak and that inner coach and what it's telling you. If something hurts, don't do it. Now's not the time to push through discomfort or pain. Now's the time to really focus on what our body is telling us that it needs. So with that being said, find yourself in a comfortable seated posture. For me, that means my feet are out in front, my ankles are crossed, but that might be different for you. You might want to take them out in front. You might want to just sit up straight. You also can put a block or a towel or a couch cushion underneath to give you some support and release those hips. But wherever you have chosen to be right now, place your hands on your thighs or your knees. Palms down if you need some centering right now, or palms up if energy is really needed in your life. And then close your eyes. Don't change anything just yet. Just acknowledge your body. Feel where tension is. Just acknowledge your breath. Allow your shoulders to maybe just be a little heavier than they were before you started class. If it's available to you, begin breathing in and out of your nose. If closing your eyes makes you lightheaded or dizzy, you can always keep them slightly open, just gazing down. Listen to the noises around you. So in those cases, you're not sitting alone. If you have family and possibly youth or other loved ones running around or doing other things. It's not easy to let those thoughts go and not listen to what's going on, but try. Try just take a few concentrated breaths into your body. And on the other side, if you have been alone throughout this process, that loneliness and that quiet becomes eerie and isolating. So just focus within. Listen to your heartbeat. find the actual natural noises that your body makes. So before we start our practice or go any further, I'd like you to set a thought or dedication. What's going on for you? What do you need right now? Acknowledge that. And if you haven't already, begin breathing in and out of your nose. If you have a lot of extra stress, maybe exhale out your mouth and force that negative energy away. As you inhale, begin to rise as if a string was pulling up the center of your spine. And as you exhale, just allow your shoulders to fall a little further away, heavy in the elbows. As long as it's available to you, eyes stay closed. Let's just drop one ear down towards the shoulder. It doesn't matter which side. Eyes are closed, so you're not necessarily looking to see what side I did. Just letting it fall. Take the opposite hand, possibly walk it away from you to create a deeper sensation down your neck. Walk that hand back in, and let's go to the other side. Release your head down and just breathe. Taking that hand, walking it away. That felt good on the other side. Returning to center. Gently opening your eyes, releasing them fluttering. Take your time to just acknowledge the light that's returning to your body. Let's add our arms. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, your hands down to your palms, down to your heart center, tuck your chin. So right here, set a dedication, set an intention, find a mantra. Is there a person, a loved one, or you yourself that needs this right now, and what is it that you need? Set it. Great job. Let's walk your hands forward and come onto your hands and knees. So keep your knees right underneath your hips. Let's take a few cat-cows. Let's hold our breath. Drop into cow, lift your chest. Hold it here for a few breaths as we rise up a little one more through our chest. Drive the palms down, open the shoulder blades. Allow your belly to fall. Beginning your tailbone, roll all the way through to your cat pose. Tuck your chin. Gaze is up at the belly button, and we drive our shoulder blades out and open, splay them away. Go ahead and find your breath, inhaling as you rise through your chest, and exhaling as you roll all the way through. Continuing to flow, and again, I'm not looking at you, I'm listening to my body, and I encourage you to do the same thing. So is it more important for you to go faster in this and follow your breath, or is it more important for you to slow down your breath and take it easy little by little? And I allow you to take that, you to find what's right for you. Continuing through this flow, I'm going to step forward and say good morning. Hi, Laura. Hi, Barbara. You want my arms? Keep taking these classes. They work, I swear. So wherever you are right now, balance out your body. Just find equal on both sides. Return yourself to a neutral spine. Take your gaze out. Let's warm up our lower back and take our bird dog. Extend one leg away. Release the opposite arm. Again, hold here. Balancing out. We're extending through the fingertips and then out through the back heel. Try to keep yourself balanced. Find where it is. Lift your chest and then flip-flop sides. If balance is a concern for you, maybe you don't lift both. Maybe it's just one. Maybe that is just the other. Extend, open, release, neck, and gaze to the top of your mat. Releasing and connect with your breath. We lift up as we inhale and we release down as we exhale. Remembering you're not going with my breath, you're going with your breath. So find and connect with your body. Warming up and engaging through the glutes. And the back of our legs as we push through that heel. Opening the shoulders as we extend through the arm. Finding support at the center of our body, belly button driving in. Find a full balance on both sides, so whichever one you started on, finish on the other. Once you're done with that, release into your child's pose. Knees are either straight out in front of you or they're possibly open. Melt and release your sit bones down towards your heels. We're going to extend at this point, so keep your fingertips reaching away. Drop your chin, mouth in between your thighs. Child's pose is an amazing place to be. At any time today, reset here into child's pose. Just reconnect with this space, with comfort. If your knees were wide, bring them back so that they're in line with your hips. And let's take a few modified salutations. Just here, inhale, come forward to a modified plank on your knees. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift up for a baby cobra, no weight in your hands, and then exhale back to child's pose. Let's take that 3 more times. So at your pace, if you want to go faster or slower than I am, but let's inhale if you're staying with me. Exhale as we lower down. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we return. 2 more times. And what I want you to focus on, my new yogis, my beginners, my folks that just need a calming sensation right now, this is a great modification for later as we flow through some more of the deeper poses. I have 1 more. You might have a few more, that's fine. Once you've completed through those, let's find our downward dog. Start yourself in your plank pose. Take your hands right underneath your shoulders. Extend through those toes and then lift your hips. So once you get here, we usually want to walk our feet in because that's more comfortable. But let's take that full downward dog. Release them down and away. And then pedal out your feet. Melt one heel down and then the other heel down. Relax through the upper torso. So we have a natural tendency to push the weight into our shoulders. But let's try not to pound into those shoulders, but open the shoulders. A little bit more side to side. Then let's give some love to the back of our legs. Super slowly walk your feet in. Itty bitty steps here. Sensitive hamstrings and lower back, bend those knees. If you're warm and you want to, you can keep them straight. Walk yourself all the way to the front of your mat. If balance is a concern, allow that spacing so you're hip distance apart with your feet at all times. If you're comfortable, you can bring those feet a little bit closer. So if this is your first class today, keep a bend in the knee at the top. If you're warm, you've taken other classes we offered this morning or something else, you can extend. Listen to your body, then melt the upper body if you haven't done so already. No tension through the head and the neck. Lightly roll all the way up. True weightlessness and heaviness into the shoulders until you rise to the side. From here, let's take a few salutations. So take your modification if it's right for you. Let's inhale up, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Taking your right foot back, then your left foot back. Dropping to your knees if you want to, or lowering for chaturanga. Taking that baby cobra or an upward dog. Releasing back to downward dog. Stepping your left foot forward and then your right foot forward to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up to the sky. And let's go right back into it. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, flat back. Left foot steps back, then our right foot steps back, and we lower with what's right for us. We rise what's right for us, and we melt back. Right foot steps forward, then our left foot steps forward. Flat back on our inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. One more on either side, so if you want to go faster or slower, take it at your pace. If you're with me, exhale. Inhale. Right, then left. Lower down. Lift and rise. Release, melt. Left, then right. Flat back. All the way on the release. Lift and rise. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Left, then right. Lower down. Rise. Melt back. Right, then left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Inhale, lift all the way up, and let's reconnect our hands at our heart center. Close your eyes if you can. Opening your feet if balance is a concern for you. Can you feel the heat building inside your body? Can you feel the connective breath that you've created? Have you found inner peace? Has this caused a little extra stress? Listen, what does your body have to tell you? Wonderful. Gently opening your eyes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Taking your right foot back. Melting your right knee down to the floor. Release the top of your foot and lift up for your modified lunge. Extending our weight forward, we're rising up through the center of our body. Right hand goes down. Let's windmill our arm all the way up. Look up to your left fingertips. Windmilling, returning to the lunge. And then melting back. Left foot meets your right in downward dog. Option to stay here if you want to fly through a vinyasa. So if you would like to inhale forward, exhale lower, inhale lift, exhale back. From here, rise your left foot up to the sky, taking it between our hands. Option, drop that back knee or keep it extended. High lunge. Right foot, bring right hand down to the ground, left hand up to the sky. Returning back up, high lunge. Taking our gaze down in front of us, stepping into our tree pose, balancing on our left foot. So right foot can come to your calf, maybe to the thigh, maybe even to your half lotus, but we don't want to put on the knee. So find your pose. Gaze down for my beginners, lift up and choose any and all variations with your hands that you want them. If you just watched me, it might be a little wobbly, so reconnect. Lift your chest, engage the core, try not to lock out that left knee. All right, let it go. Everybody inhale, rise. Exhale, melt. Inhale, flat back. Left foot now comes back, dropping to that knee, rising up, inhale. Twisting on our exhale. Inhaling back up. Child's pose or downward dog. Vinyasa if you would like. Lifting your right leg up to the sky. Exhale in between your hands. Drop the knee if you would like, or keep it extended, high lunge. Twisting. Left hand down, right hand up. Rising, high lunge. Tree on your right side, so use my cues from before. I'm going to be quiet. Just breathe. Balance and breathe. Let it go. Everybody inhale, reach up. Exhale all the way down. Flat back on our inhale. Right foot is going to shoot back. Release the heel down to the ground and rise up for warrior two. Gazes over your front left middle fingers. So we have an open back foot, open hips, squared off in line with our shoulders, extended through the arms, gazing forward. We want to get that left knee to stack over the left ankle. So if you're further back, bring that foot forward, find that space. If you're all the way extended, come on back. Breathing, opening and but relaxing through the shoulders. Let's take our reverse warrior. Palms go up. Inhale, reach. Paint the ceiling with your left hand and look up. All while keeping and reaching with the left knee towards the left toes. And we're opening the side body. So opening through that intercostals. We're hearing so much about respiration health. So open and expand that side body. Relax through the back arms so we're not collapsing. Take our extended angle. Left elbow down to the thigh. Open the chest, then rise your arm. Option to come straight up. If it feels good, take it over. Gaze for healthy necks is up at your right fingertips. We're shooting and extending out through our feet. One more here. Reach a little further. Return to your warrior two. Windmill down to the ground. Downward dog. Choosing to flow through a vinyasa if you would like to. Remembering to breathe as you inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Taking the left foot between your hands. Warrior two again. Melt the back heel, open, and reach. Left toes align with our right toes, so both feet are straight. Extend with the arms. Lift with your chest, possibly slight back bend if it's available to you, and then exhale, bow forward. Hands can come to your waist, your thighs, the ground, or maybe even the outside of your feet. Whatever you've chosen, let's inhale to a flat back. Then exhale, bow a little further forward. The action that we have going on here is our hips and our glutes shifting forward so that we need to stack them right over our heels. So if you find that your weight's in the heels, we want to bring them forward so that it's equal between the front of the foot and the back. No weight, we're just weightless, relaxed in the upper neck and body. If you need it, you can always have a block to bring the ground closer to you. If you don't have a block, you can use a chair, you can use an ottoman. Okay. Last breath here. On your next inhale, just come halfway. Take a full exhale out of your mouth here. Then inhale all the way up. Take your left foot back straight. Return to warrior two. Let's keep with that balance challenge. Find tree on your left foot. So as we shift forward, weight comes up. Reset. Melt that foot down. Let's switch sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bowing forward. Left foot sends back. Warrior two. Take your time getting there. You want a big open space. Check in with that front knee. You want it over your ankle. So if you have to, inch that foot forward and back to find it. Pelvic tilt. Open the shoulders. Reach away. Gaze over our right middle finger. Our front knee has a tendency to want to pull in. So we want to open it out towards the pinky toe. Really engage through that hip joint, but keeping the shoulders relaxed as we extend. A few more breaths. Can you power out through the back leg so we have full weight on both sides? Palms come up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rise with the front arm, but keep that opening through the right hip. So we're still reaching, we're opening and expanding, and we're relaxed. So I'm not pushing on that back leg, I'm relaxed. Arms up, reach up, gaze up. Side angle. Hand comes down to the knee. Lift up or lift over. If it's in your practice and you want to come further down, you're always available to take it to where the practice is for you. Always remembering where it was yesterday might not be where it is today. Almost there. Can you reach a little further? Creating that space, opening, expanding. Returning up for warrior two. Windmilling and taking a flow if it's right for your body. So you can hold downward dog or even drop into child's pose. On your next inhale, right leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale up between your hands, warrior two. Taking our right foot now, centering it. This time, clasp your hands behind your back. Let's open our chest. Reach your fingertips down. Allow that space to be created. If it is not right for you to hold on to your hands, you can hold on to your elbows. Just as good. Slight back bend if it's there for you. Go ahead and bow forward. So whatever you've chosen with your upper body, whether it's a clasped arms or elbows, without the weight down on the ground, try again to shift the hips so they're over your heels. If this is very uncomfortable, if this creates a scaring, anxiety, or fear into your body, two choices. One, you back away from it and find the comfort. Or two, if you want the ability and the challenge, face it. Everybody breathe. If you're finding that fear and anxiety is building higher, feel free to exhale out to your mouth and really force it away. All right, from here, take your next inhale to come up halfway. Release your hands to your hips. Let that exhale go. And then inhale, rise up. Right foot shifts back forward. Warrior two. Find your tree pose on your right leg. Take your time getting there. So go into balance poses and try not to speak so that you can creatively relax that right foot. Let it go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale, lift. Right foot, send it back. Release the here. We're going to take our warrior one. So our heel drops down, but our hips now stay square to the front. So what that might mean for you is your back foot might have to come a little bit wider. So you want to keep the square hips. So find where you can keep the hips square, shoulders in alignment, and then lift your arms. Relax and melt them away. We're reaching our left foot in line, or our left knee in line with our left toes. We're windmilling our hips forward, and we're extending through the back right leg. Shoulders go down. If you feel any tension through the lower back, you can release into your lunge. It's fine. Elongate your front left leg. Shift the back leg in just a little bit, and then bow into your pyramid pose. Hands to your thighs, hands to your shin, the ground, or maybe your blocks. Wherever you are, inhale, come to a flat back. And then exhale, let it go. My advanced yogis, if you want to do head to knee, go ahead and take that pose. For other folks that might want a little bit more opening through the hamstring and their glutes, really reconnect with engaging the flattening of that back and the chest a little wider. A few more breaths. So if you were holding, maybe melt it, let it go. Bend your front left knee first. Then shift your weight back into your downward dog. Choosing your vinyasa if you want it now. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, take that left foot to the outside of your left hand. So I come in with one swoop, but if you only get halfway, you can always wiggle it or use that hand to help you out. Both hands on the inside. So lizard pose, a lot of variation. So if you know yours, go right into it. Option to bend the back knee, lift the chest. Option to grab a block, drop to the elbow. What I want you to focus on is keeping that knee close and tight to the body. Find your pose. Possibly extended through the back leg, knee bent, but melt. So as I mentioned earlier, self-care is really important. For me, I have tight hips, and there is nothing fun about hip openers. But they're so super important. We carry more than tension in our hips. We have tension now as we sit on the couch for Netflix, but also for our work. And then we carry emotions, pain, especially in a time like this. So breathe into that space, melt and let it go. Only 2 more breaths. Great job. Use your hands, walk yourself up. Release that block away if you chose to use it. From here, we're going to take our right foot and take it forward into our Yogi Squat. So for our Yogi Squat, you bring your other foot forward. Your feet naturally externally rotate, and we drop our glutes down between. So if you have tight hips, you might want to hold on to the ground and use that with both your hands. Or your option is to begin to rise with your hands and lift your chest. You don't want to push the knees, but you want to be able to power through the upper body to lift the chest and maybe open them a little bit wider. Okay, if you have sensitive knees, come up to what's right for you. For my folks who are healthy and ready for the challenge, try not to use your upper body, but rise all the way to a standing posture. So use those legs to lift yourself up. Walk them back into your mountain pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, all the way down. Taking our left foot back, we're finding our warrior 1. Heel melts open, hips stay square, and then we rise. So if you have one hip tighter than the other, it's going to be a little harder to maintain. Knees extending forward to the toes, arms lift up. Knees can be up or knees can be straight. But let's remember what our foundation looks like. That's where our strength comes from. Front knee extended forward, hips square. You feel that tension in the lower back. Just lift the heel and find your lunge spine. A few breaths here, connecting to warrior one. Finding our pyramid pose, we shift the back foot in slightly. Extend the front leg, rise up, inhale, melt on your exhale. Hands to thigh, to shin, to block. We never want to lock out that knee, so it's a gentle, straight leg. Together, inhale, connect to a flat back. Choose to stay here, choose to drop into head to knee pose or another variation. If you find that your hips are opening, try and return them to a squared position. So that right hip in line with our left. About 4 more breaths here. So where are you at? What variation are you taking? I'm sorry to say this before. If you have really sensitive hamstrings, you can always keep that knee really bent. The security of your chest around your thigh just might feel good today. So if you want to keep it bent, go ahead. That's great. Wonderful. Bending your front knee. Stepping back to downward dog. Vinyasa if you would like it. Right leg lifts up to the sky, taking it outside your right fingertips for lizard pose. So what variation did you choose on the other side? Did you keep that leg straight? Did you drop it? Did you head to your elbows? Do you have one knee that's tighter than the other? Or sorry, one hip tighter than the other? For me, hip openers, I like to close my eyes. But sometimes that's a cheat. Sometimes I search for something else instead of listening to what my body has to tell me. So what's going on for you right now? Breathing through any and all discomfort you discover. Let's take 3 more breaths. Last one. Take your time getting there. Find your Halasana, find your squat pose. Open that right toe out, slide the left one in. Drop the sit bones, lift your chest. Great work, everybody. If you would like to do that rise one more time, go ahead and do it. Everybody else, hold your breath here. Let's let those folks do that. Everybody, we're coming back down. So if you do choose to come up, come on right back down here. Great job. So let's come put the weight down. I'm going to turn to face you. If you were like me at the front of your mat, we're going to have to create more space. In fact, my suggestion, we're going to do frog pose, just a hip opener. I suggest you turn so that you're in the same position I'm in, where my mat is away from me. My sensitive knees, I like to roll up the side of the mat. So the way I do that is I take my fingers about 6 inches or so away from the end, and I just allow it to naturally fold. This is funky at first. You're gonna have to figure out where that fold is right for you. So for our frog pose, you can take it at a lot of different variations. We have a wide child's pose. Your knees come out as wide as they're comfortable for you. And then what I want you to do is take your hips in line with the knee, hands straight out in front. So we have equal weight on the inner knee. It's more like your inner knee than your hands. So you're gonna stay right here. If you want to begin to go further, you allow those knees to open and you allow the upper body to come down. So folks, this isn't right for, I'll give you a modification. Just give me one quick second to work through this with some other people. So if you're in this posture, what I want you to focus on is your hips in line with your knees.
So a lot of us want to sit them back. Try not to. Try and keep them in the straight alignment. You want to open them, and then your feet, same thing, line them straight out with the knee. So you're either in this pose, you're to stay here, we're going to catch a few breaths. So you can begin to just allow your chest and let it go. Ear can drop, or you can keep it straight down. My folks that are, this is not right for you, here is an option just to stretch the zip thighs. So have a seat, open your feet up, lift them up. Two options, hands come behind you, you lift your glutes off the ground and get a little bit more space, or you can begin to bow forward. If you're bowing forward, keep your feet open as if they're aiming to the back of the room. So if they start caving in with too much weight and too much rotation in the hip. So open them up, then go ahead and bow. So whichever pose you're in right now, let's take at least 5 more breaths. So looking at my time, we have plenty of time here to let this go. Opening and releasing those hip flexors, finding the pose that's right for you. Variations. I'm going to stop talking at this point, and I want you to listen to your breath. So I said I would stop talking, and here I go again. So for me, I just noticed I'm dropping my chest down, but I'm releasing my hips by sticking them up. So for me, if you're feeling that same thing, no cheating. This is still the wide. We have family values here. So if you feel that you're just dropping into the chest like I just was, reset into those. The focus is opening the hip structure. So it's not finding a cheat. It's not finding where I can pull my hips closer forward or further away. It's finding that spot that's a little gnarly and breathing through it. So I will share, if you get to those spots that are just too much, you really can't push through, don't do it. That's not the intention ever of yoga. It's to find your edge, to know your edge, to honor it, and when it's right for your body, just take that skill a little bit. But it's also knowing when to come back. Let's take our one more breath here. Let it go, melt away. Find that full variation you were really trying to get for, but you're waiting for me to tell you more breath. And then we'll so there's 2 ways to come out of this. If you're in front, you truly just fall flat forward, let the knees go, and then pull the knees in and sit up. If you wanted to come out of that a little bit more, if you have open hips, you can sit back into it. I prefer just to release and let it melt away. So from here, open back up with your mat. Let's take one more pose on either side to open those intercostals a little bit more. We're going to take our gate pose. Choose a leg, doesn't matter which one. Extend that leg out. There's 2 variations, and I want you to feel the one that's right for you. I told you to undo the mat, but if you want it bent, if you want it more padding underneath the knee that's bent, you can always have it. Variation with the foot forward. If you feel that collapses your hip, then you can shift it open or lift it up, okay? So find where that is for you. I want you to stack your shoulders over your hips, and then from here, lift the arm that's away from the leg, and then we're gonna come down over it. I'm not pushing into that leg. I have no weight here. I'm lifting up through my arm, and I'm creating space from the bottom of my knee through my fingertips. So reach up. Let's take 3 breaths here, rising, creating space on this side. Doesn't matter which both sides. Don't worry if you're opposite me or same. I will not say what side I'm on. I know my mirror image gets funky with Facebook. All right, so take now that hand that's up, down to the ground, and take the opposite hand across. So it's more of a modified plank position. And if you want to lift that leg up, you can. So what are you going for? Do you want glute activation, lift it up? If you want that elongation, leave it down. No matter what you've chosen, extend the fingertips to the toes. One more breath. Rise up. Let's take the other side. So our other knee comes down, our other leg extends. Foot down, foot up, and this can be different on both sides, right? If you have a hip discomfort, pain, hip replacement, stack, lift, rise up, Let's take the opposite arm first. Reach, if it's right for your neck, your gaze is up to the fingertips. Great work. Hand comes down, find your side. Reaching across or lifting that foot up. Where are you today? It's great, please. Last breath. Rise up. We're going to come down onto our backs. So from here, roll all the way onto your back, hug your knees into your chest, give your lower back and your upper back a massage. We're going to shift side to side, or do circles, up and down, figure eights. Whatever you got, whatever feels good. I'm going to take a modified pigeon pose, figure four pose. Take a leg, either one, create a figure four with the other thigh. Take your hands, thread in between, grabbing either the thigh or the shin, and we're going to relax the shoulders down. The foot that's creating the figure four, flex it, and then begin to pull the leg in as you want a deeper stretch in the figure four leg. You want to relax and or slightly push that knee away to open the hip a little bit deeper. Make some more switch sides. Open it up. Grab your hands between. Reset. So remembering the knees kind of shifting away, whether you're giving it actual extra weight or doing it yourself. Wonderful. Let it go. So let's get a good lower back stretch. Drop your hands up to a T. You want to keep your feet flat, let your knees are a little bit further away from your body. You're going to drop them to one side, look over to the other. Shoulders are down. Your eyes are getting heavy. Go ahead. Close them, flutter. Return to center and then switch to the other side. We've taken a lot of variations on these twists from legs being crossed over, open. So we push the knee away a little bit. And a little different spot. Lastly, let's find our Shavasana. So you're going to take your legs out wide on your mat. Take your hands, palms up, away from your body. Let it go. Relax the shoulders down. No longer holding on to the breath, but allowing it to just come and go as it chooses. So knowing you're not in a studio with me right now, I encourage you to listen to your body. There's plenty of distractions around you and other things that you have that you're going to immediately do when you're done here. Try not to think of them. Try and give us just a few more seconds. Melt the entire weight of your back body closer to the ground, closer to your mat. Really heavy. Every exhale, just fall a little closer, a little bit heavier. I encourage you to stay here as long as you can. This is such a great peaceful moment, so stay engaged. If, however, everything else is calling, go ahead and make those fingers.